Hey everybody, Dr. Dave Marquis here, and I wanted to share with you some thoughts about Memorial Day since we're coming up on that this weekend. Just this morning, my wife's grandfather passed, and he was going to turn 99 next month, and he's had a fantastic life. And he fought in multiple wars. He served in the Navy, and I have my own grandfather who also served in the Navy during World War II. And my father who served as a Marine in the Korean War. And I want to thank all those individuals who have taken the time to give selflessly of themselves for a purpose greater than self, which is this country, the things that so many of us take for granted today, and we who have not served in that way have no way to conceive of the things that were given and sacrificed for the very things that we enjoy on a daily basis. So I wanted to take pause and let all those who have served or who are serving know how grateful I am for that time and consideration, for allowing me to enjoy the freedoms that I've been born into and have appreciated my whole life, and hope that my own children have the opportunity to enjoy through their life. I have a question about that, though, as to whether my kids will be able to enjoy that, because of the whittling away and the chipping away at our Constitution that I see on an ongoing basis. This period of time that we're all dealing with right now is the fastest rate of personal freedom loss that I have ever seen in my life. I'm in my mid-50s, and I'm blown away by the apathy that my fellow citizens manifest externally, and perhaps internally we're all feeling the same frustration as to, is this right? Are the things that I'm being told appropriate? Should I take these actions that are being asked of me? These are all real questions that each of us as citizens of the United States of America have to take and internalize and ask yourself, where's the line? Because we have a Constitution that was provided for us by individuals who are willing to sacrifice their life. And most of us have family members or other loved ones who have done the very same thing to protect that document. And it's being trampled on in so many ways right now. I had the opportunity to talk recently to a city council person who's a friend of mine here in the town that I live in. And I was surprised at some of the choices that the city has made relative to infringing on some of our freedoms. And I said, what can I do to make a difference in that regard? And she said, you know, Dave, there's only 2 of us on this council that actually are fighting for the Constitution. The rest of the council really has embraced many of the ideals that might have come from other countries and really don't resonate with what we as America have fought hard for to keep. And she says, we need more voices behind us. And so I wanted to share with you some of the things that I've been doing, and I would encourage each of you to do the same thing. Get to know your city council people, your county supervisors and administrators, and write them. Personally meet them. Let them know that you care about your constitutional rights, because as they get taken away, they don't come back. What the government gives, the government can readily take. So we need to realize that we are the government, and when elected officials forget that and they start to step over bounds that have been well established within the Constitution, and we don't call them on that, that's our fault. And when we allow that to happen and we actually start to take that as the new standard and think that it's a law, and in fact it's not, it might have just been a policy that somebody wanted to impose, but there had been no actual voting on it, that's where the line has been crossed, and we're no longer within a constitutional guideline. We've left the farm, and we're allowing at that point dictators to mandate our actions. And that can't happen for this to still be the United States of America. So please, take the time to reread the Constitution. Understand your rights of freedom of speech and of religion, and to bear arms, and to have your own business, and to not have your business infringed upon, and to have your home your own sanctuary. Realize that these are all constitutionally protected things, and we need to protect them so that we can pass that on to our kids, so that they can have the life that we who are in our 50s, 60s, and 70s enjoyed. Thank you so much for those of you who are in the service right now, in any branch of the service. I'm so grateful to you. And know that there's people that are supporting you, and that we really do believe in the original freedoms that we have taken for granted. And I'm sorry for any time that I may have done that. And I pray that each of us can take the time, not in a virtual sense only, on Memorial Day, because that's really sad if we can't get out there and thank those vets and those individuals that have passed on and their family members. We need to be there with them and thank them for their service. That's my message for this weekend, and I hope each of you take some time to ponder on that and what impact that you can have as you go out and work with your city and state and national officials to preserve those rights that we all have been endowed with because of those individuals who felt it worthy a cause and gave their life for it. Have a great weekend.